Alright, you guys, hi. So, I made a video and I was speaking about all these things about what people are talking about, glitches in the Matrix and all kinds of stuff. Now, I believe that our Creator, the Most High, is outside of time and has the ability to do things on a supernatural level, obviously, but so does the enemy. Okay, so there are things that people might be experiencing, but I need you to heed my warning that a lot of it could be deceptive coming from the enemy. To go along with the plans of what the enemy has for its new beast system and new world order type of thing. New world order. Yeah, if you know anything about Hasatan likes to be a copycat to the Most High, and most of the time a copycat in a way that's twisting the truth, in a way that's a little bit more backwards than what, and also physical. What the Most High deems for spiritual, the enemy deems as physical, so we gotta pay more attention to that. Don't believe everything I say. Do your own prayer and asking for the truth. Seek yourself. Don't go by my words. Ask for confirmation, so on and so forth. Okay? Okay, so when I say that the Most High is outside of time, I'm saying that the Most High has the ability to put someone backwards in time or put someone forwards in time. Visions are like of the future, right? So what the Most High what happens is the Most High pulls a person out of their body, pulls their spirit out. So when John had these dreams, they weren't just dreams. He was pulled, physically pulled out of his body. His spirit was like ejected out. Let's put it that way. And he saw things in the future, and so on and so forth. And so I believe that the Most High can make people see things of the future, can make people see things of the past. I believe that the Most High could slow down time in a way in each and every single person's life, in a way if he needs them to work on things. I know that sounds like insane, but
It's also a Korean deal and the snatcher thing.
yes. So what people are experiencing could be both the Most High and the enemy at play here when it comes to supernatural things happening. And so that's what I'm saying, you need to really really pray about what you are experiencing, if it's coming from the Most High or if it's coming from Satan. Hasatan is like a Hebrew way of saying Satan. But anyways, because we know that in the end times here, he has lying signs and wonders and all that kind of stuff. But it also, in the end times, there's great pouring of the Ruach HaKodesh, which is the Holy Spirit, on all the people. So people are experiencing things now. You have to understand that in the Bible, when God's people experienced the great pouring of the Holy Spirit, or when they experienced prophetic things, it was scary, and it was they experienced almost like a passing out, like and like a heaviness, like a hard to breathe, because like it's almost like, okay, so you have to be kind of like sleeping, or almost to the point of your heart rate slows down, your body goes through these things in order for you to get close to spirit. It's almost like I would say, almost to a point of your body slowed right down, almost like death in a way, but not really, but kind of. It's hard to explain. I don't know how to explain that, but every time, yeah, God's people experience these things, it was scary because, they didn't know what was going on, right? God's energy or like things of the spirit are powerful and strong, and like they're not what you expect them to be. Okay, so you could have these expectations of what it'd be like to encounter spirit or the Ruach HaKodesh, and then be totally like dumbfounded when it actually happens, and be like, "What was that?" Like, that's not anything what I expected. So, and you could be kind of like in awe and freaked out and everything all at the same time for like days after having an experience. So, but know this, from what I've learned, maybe I need to pray a little bit more about it, but the enemy, I think the enemy can only go forwards in time, I think. But I'm gonna have to pray more about that, so don't take my word for that. But the Most High can do anything, right? The Most High can rewind back time. So if you're someone, let's say you're stuck in a deja vu. You ever hear stories of people say they're stuck in deja vus? It could be something that the Most High is doing, allowing you more time to see what you're doing wrong. Like you're kind of like on a repeat. You're repeating something, and it's like he's pulling you back to work on what you need to work on and what you're not seeing. You need to like fix it. Do you know what I mean? And if you're someone that's experiencing that and you don't know about God or the things of the Spirit, that might freak you out. You might get scared, right? You might be like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening, right? And it's like, well, pray about it, right? Like, I'm not sure, though. It's like, see, people are saying, like, Hasitan's powers are equal with God, and I disagree. I disagree. He could do some of the things because he's a very powerful angel that he was, but I don't think he could do even half of the stuff that the Most High could do, because there's no way that the Most High wouldn't be all powerful and all, omnipotent and stuff, you know what I mean? So, there's just some things where I'm like, there's no way that, Hasitan could be doing this. Do you know what I mean? But, again, it's like either or. Even if you feel that way, you should still pray about it, because, like I said, like, Hasitan does have supernatural powers as well, and has delusions and illusions, and he uses, like, technology to do his, because their technology is so advanced, it's almost like magic, so you gotta be careful with that. They use technology as a form of creating illusions and delusions to people to believe things, so that's another thing that we gotta be careful about. There's so much lies in our world, lies about everything, lies about our history. Like things are changing. Like we know that the Antichrist and Hasitan right now are allowed to change times and laws. And I was always like, times as in like changing, like, is it physics? Is it changing the laws of physics, right? We have to understand, like, what kind of times and laws. Is times, like, changing dates and stuff? Or is it changing, like, your days and stuff, right? So it's like, we gotta, like, keep all that stuff into consideration when trying to seek the truth, right? It's like, there's so much lies, and our history has all been a lie, right? Like, people are starting to find out truths about our history, and it's like, wow, we've been lied to a lot about stuff, right? We've been manipulated. A lot of stuff that we've put in our eyes, visually, images, have been stamped in our brains from, like, all the music, and in our ears too. We're recording all the stuff that we listen to, all that music that we've listened to throughout since the time we were born up until now, and all the movies and all that crap and all the things in school, all the conditioning has created our perception of the world to be what the enemy wanted it to be. So to break loose from that, or to break away from that, is going to be hard for those who are just starting to do that. It's hard for all of us to do. It's a process, and it's It's a continuous praying to the Most High to be shown these things, to have clarification on these things, and so on and so forth. And it's like, you're gonna make mistakes. Like, I've made so many mistakes. You know, that's the thing that I don't like about our world today, where it's like, where people will think, oh, you're a Christian, you're supposed to be perfect. That's a lie again from Hasitan, because then people get turned off when they look at a Christian who fails, or a Christian that like swears or something, or has a rough time, or makes mistakes. We are human. Yahushua and the Most High already told us that we are sinners. We sin. We sin. We can't even help to sin sometimes. Like there's sin that we do on purpose, but like we mess up. Okay, so if you're trying to be like, oh, I don't believe in God because all you Christians are like hypocrites and stuff, and I totally get that too. But it's like, we're gonna make mistakes though too during our journey, because we don't just change like that. It's a process. It's all a process. You don't just change that. Like, there are certain things though that the Most High will take like that out of your life, and other things you have to make the efforts to do. Meet God halfway, and then God will help you the rest of the way. You know, like, so stop doing that. Stop being like, oh, you're a Christian, like, oh, you messed up, so, you know, like, just realize that everybody's on a walk. Everybody that wants to follow God is on a different walk. Some take a little longer in areas than others, and like, it's like, it's as long as you're making that effort and you're constantly praying to learn, and the Most High takes a while to respond to certain things, you know what I mean? And it's perfect timing, because it's perfect timing for all that kind of stuff. If he does it a little bit too early, it won't work out. If he does it a little bit too late, it wouldn't work out. It's just a perfect timing for everything. There's a perfect timing for everything. There's a time for everything. Do you understand? So I know I go off, but I'm just going with what I go with. What the Most High kind of leads me with, or whatever, because I don't pre-write my stuff. Sometimes I do, if I'm writing something down that I want to talk about later so I don't forget it. Sometimes I do that. I might read off of my notes, but I really don't. I kind of just go with the flow. So, yeah. So this is my second part to that Matrix video. If you didn't see my first one, just check for it. Okay, bye. Glitch in the Matrix stuff. Bye.